Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm your host, Valentine. Expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. Let's get right into this, guys. How's everybody doing? We're going to try to get this as soon as possible. Just give me 1 second. Let me see. Everything happens at an opportune time. Let me see. I'm not seeing my mouse. Great. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Wow. Let me see. Literally, I'm not seeing my mouse, guys. This is insane. All right, just give me 1 second. Let me see if my mouse wants to. Give me 1 second, guys. There you go. Let's see if we could start this mouse. All right. All right. Here we go, man. I'm telling you, when things go live, they go crazy, man. I want to thank all the people that are here. Thank you so much for being one more time here with the Valentine Show. There's an exciting show coming up. We're going to do a lot of things. We have a lot of things to cover. I'm going to be opening up the lines a little bit earlier than before so we could get this going. Just let me make sure everything is nice and dandy over here on my side. Just give me 1 second, guys. I thank you. Say hello to me on the chat, whoever's here. Say hello to me. As of right now, nobody's here, but we're going to get this going, man. All right. All right, let's see this. Let's see. All right, we got a lot of things. We're going to talk about BLM. We're going to talk about the Black National. Let me know what the Black National Anthem is. I have no idea what that is. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys, while I fix this here. Here we go. Things are just going crazy, man. The left seems they have an appetite for destruction and for changing it up. But before we start everything, let's start it off like this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy 4th of July. Great time to celebrate that you're American. There's countries out there that want the destruction of America, and they're going to make sure that they want to make sure that it happens no matter the way that it happens, whether it's from internally influencing the people and make Americans hate Americans, which is incredible. Make Americans hate the people from here. Make Americans hate their own country, and China and Russia is laughing. But to start it off, let's talk a little bit about this. Let's talk about a little bit about this that you're seeing on TV. This is a show that I found myself watching. I was doing my going through my adventures on the internet, going through Twitter, and I found myself this is a black man that is going to talk about BLM. BLM had to change their about section. I did something on the channel. Go watch it. 13 reasons why I do not support BLM. And if you're a Christian, you shouldn't support BLM. But we're going to see what a lot of black people are rising against Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter is just a slogan. This is what real Black Lives Matter
Marcellus,
means.
I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea?
It's not a good idea. I do want to give the players credit for their flex to even get this to be more than just an idea, but something that's going to be in reality. I give the players that. But there's a problem with when you start to go down this road of the freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and how much social space is allowed for those who don't support in that same space. And that's where I wonder where this is going to go in terms of identity politics. We know what identity politics does. It divides and it polarizes. No.
That's the scheme of the Democratic Party. They're constantly talking about. What are they constantly talking about, the Democratic Party? Constantly talking about identity politics. Vote for me because other people are racist. Remember, you're black, you're brown, you're this color, you're an immigrant, you're this, you're that, and you got to vote for us. Instead of telling people, no. What happened to Martin Luther King? The content of the character.
No matter how you want to look at it, that's just the effect of it, no matter how great the intentions are. And we all know the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So it's an interesting play right here. I don't know how many.
It's funny as this white man in the middle. I think white people right now, they're petrified to say the wrong thing, to do the wrong thing. And I think probably a lot of these almost religious acts that they're doing of expiatory, of forgiveness of sin is almost like a religious type of thing. The white man in the middle is not going to even say nothing.
People really look into the mission statement of Black Lives Matter. But I did. And when you look.
I didn't. I looked. I was watching another Twitter video and I forgot his name, Dr. something. I forgot. I did a video, like I said, I did a video on this. Was the one that put me on to the fact that what Black Lives Matter was. And that's exactly what I did. I went in and I go check to what Black Lives Matter stands for.
There's a couple things that jump out to me. And I'm a black man who's been black, and my life has mattered since 1974. And this organization was founded in 2013. I'm proud of you. But I've been fighting this fight for me and for others a lot longer. Two things. My family structure is so vital, important to me. Not only the one I grew up in, but the one I'm trying to create right now. Being a father and a husband, that's my mission in life right now. How do I reconcile that, what I just told you, with this mission statement that says, quote, we dismantle the patriarchal practice. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement. When I know statistics, when I know my reality, forget statistics.
They try to destroy the nuclear family and they try to establish villages.
I knew this before I even went to Columbia and saw these same statistics that I'm going to read to you right now.
By the way, whoever says something about this pink cup, you're going to get a lifetime ban on the channel. Taking no prisoners on.
Children from single-parent homes versus two-parent homes. The children from the single-parent homes, this is in 1995 I was reading this. 5 times more likely to commit suicide. 6 times more likely to be in poverty.
Let them know.
9 times more likely to drop out of high school. 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances. 14 times more likely to commit rape. 20 times more likely to end up in prison. And 32 times more likely to run away from home. I knew that. You know why I knew it? Because a lot of my friends didn't have family structures that were nuclear like mine, and they found themselves outside of their dreams and goals and aspirations. So when I see that, or as a mission statement for Black Lives Matter, it makes me scratch my head. When I also see their mission is to eradicate white supremacy. In 2020, white supremacy is the mission. Woo, that's a lot of digging through minutia right there.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm glad it's coming from black people's mouth. And this is why the Black Lives Matter movement does not get taken serious. And this is why it has had so much people battling against it with different ways. People say blue lives matter, all lives matter. These because people don't believe that when a black man in the same country can say, what white supremacy? What are you talking about? And a black man in the same country could say, oh no, there's systematic suppression holding me down. I cannot do anything. I could not do this. Yet the president of the United States was a black man for 2 consecutive terms and so many other things. But look what he says here.
I am on a show that I'm hosting along with another black guy who is hosting with me, who replaced another black guy. And that's just one example of it. So I understand, I respect your space. I respect what you're protesting for. But will you respect others who don't support that same protest?
No.
Marcel?
No, they will not support others because they are crazy, basically. These people are not tolerant. These people have other gains and goals that they want to do. As a matter of fact, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this for you guys. Whoever is ready, look what I'm going to do. You guys are not ready for this. That's not it. That's the Spanish one. Here you go. You ready to call me? That's going to be the calling number 646-470-1077. You could call me. You could ask me anything. I'm taking calls live. We're ready to rock and roll. If you're ready to call me up. That's the number right there. Remember, I have only two rules only. No cursing and respect. That's all I want. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna be talking about this great news coming out of President Trump's White House, right? The stock market or the economy, right? That's under the control of President Trump. The economy is firing. Well, I hope at least that this is a sign that it's firing on all cylinders. The stock market just has its best quarter since 1998. Why is this important? But Valentine, I don't have no money invested in the stock market. I don't have anything invested in there. So why should I care about that? I don't have any money invested in the stock market, but God willing, one day I will. The importance of the stock market is just a gauge. It's like a temperature gauge of the economy. So if the stock market is doing good, for the most part, the economy, not that every single person is doing good, because remember, this is on an individual basis and how much you are a go-getter. But for the most part, the economy of the country is doing good, and I hope it returns to exactly how it was right before the whole country was shut down, which, looking at it in hindsight, that might have not been the best solution to this. Maybe we should have closed down sections and pockets or states of the country, but not the whole economy. And maybe we would not have been taking a huge hit as we did on this one. So, but the economy is going up. The S&P 500, well, let's read a little bit here. This is from Forbes. The stock market finished higher on Tuesday, closing out its best quarter since 1998, despite rising numbers of coronavirus cases across the country, as many states paused and or walk back its reopening plans. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.8% over 200 points on Tuesday, while the S&P rose 0.5% at the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite gained 1.9%. The Dow has surged 18% since the end of March, its best quarterly performance. What does that mean? If you have some money, if you invested when at the most bottom part of that curve, you invested your money on there, today you would have approximately 18% in gains you would have, which is good money. So for example, let me see how we could do this. About $1,800, if you would invest it today, you would have $180. That way you could see what it is, right? Its best quarter since 1987, with the S&P jumped over 20% for its best quarter since 1998. Both indexes are still down for the year by over 10% and 4% respectively. It's understandable. The country's going through the coronavirus. We're still on here. We still need to keep it moving, right? Look at this right here. It's great news also. Let me just check something here real quick, guys. Whoever's here, say what's up to me on the chat. Let me know that you're looking. I know there's two of you guys here. I want to see which one of you two guys are going to be the brave one to call in. The number is open, as you can see up here. Remember, 2 rules: no cursing, respect. Call me on whatever topic, whatever question you want to ask me. The phone lines are open. All right. So let's continue here. Let's continue to see what Donald Trump says 2.5 million jobs added, showing an economy is opening with a bang. Donald Trump, one thing that people don't like about the president of the United States is they don't like his optimism. They don't like that he wants to wish the coronavirus away and that he hopes that it goes away. They don't want him to say that. They don't want him to say that everything is looking good. He's very optimistic and that everything is going to come out good. Trump says that 2.5 million jobs added shows an economy is opening with a bang. That's great. Those are great news. The Democrats don't want that. But the economy is going to be adding more jobs, hopefully. And we do not get the second round of coronavirus, which is something that is on the people's minds. Some states have looked and seen that it's just getting a little bit crazy, right? It's getting a little bit crazy. Some states are getting more confirmed cases. Some people might check it up too. There's more testing. We don't know about that. I think there are probably more cases coming up, but let's see what happens. Let's stay with a positive atmosphere, a positive vibe, and let's do what we got to do. But 2.5 million jobs added to the economy. This is awesome news. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. Can anybody, please, anybody out there, let me know. I never was taught this in high school. Maybe the teacher did a horrible job. I'm not sure. Can anybody tell me what that title reads right there? NFL plans to play the Black National Anthem. Somebody, please call me up. What is the Black National Anthem? Please. The Black National Anthem? The Black National Anthem. Can anybody let me know what the Black National Anthem is? All right, here we go. The Black National Anthem, guys. This is how is it that we plan on literally uniting the country if our way of uniting the country is by re-segregating it? What is the black national anthem? There is no black national anthem. There's only one, the American national anthem, and everybody's American. I just don't understand why the whole division. I think, to be honest, I think it's real time for companies that are jumping on the bandwagon, on the SJW bandwagon, obviously for what it seems to me, for profit, right? They want to look woke. They want to look that they're up with the times. They want to look like, because they don't want to hurt their bottom line, right? And especially for white people, this is hurting white people a lot, to be honest. Let's have the discussion. Let's have the discussion. But let's not ostracize another group of people, right? White people need to let their voices be heard and let these companies know what's really, really good, as they say in the hood. How are you going to do that? I'm one for 100% sure. I am not turning into the NFL this season at all. Listen, people have the right to do and say as they want, right? But I also have the right to give my opinion as to what I do with my money also. It is horrible. When I turn in to watch a football game, that's what I do, right? I turn in to watch a football game. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta fix something right here. I'm so sorry. Let me just put this. Sorry. Here we go. There you go. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this right quick. I apologize again. Show number 3. We're doing this, baby. We're doing this. Show number 3, we're doing this. All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. I got it there. Let me see. All right. We're ready. When I tune in to watch the national anthem, right? I mean, the national anthem, the NFL, that's all I want to watch. I want to watch guys playing football. When I turn into the NBA, I want to watch football. I have seen now that even the MLB has caught the bug, the SJW bug. Some guy from the Rockies saying that we have to have the discussion and this and that. I tell you this, man. When people stop buying tickets, and at the end of the day, the majority of these people that support these sports, right, these leagues, are white people. When you're telling the people that are literally paying for your paycheck, you are the one that's oppressing me now in 2020, and those people rebel, and you don't get that $1 million check that you want, or there is no market for that anymore, you're gonna be hurting. And I to be honest, I think it's time for these companies to stop playing the SJW stupidity, the games, the politics. It's enough is enough. People don't want. McDonald's the other day also jumping on the SJW bandwagon. Like, can you give me my McBurger or whatever is that I'm an order? Just give it to me, and don't talk to me about no type of politics whatsoever. Guys, what you think? Who's gonna call me here? The number's up there. 646-470-1077. Ready to take some calls. Who's gonna challenge me? I have some great videos upcoming. Challenging videos. Hopefully I won't get too destroyed. I have recorded them already, but let's see what happens. But right now, I'm waiting for one of you guys to call me. So that's what sports is doing right now. How about this? Gavin Newsom in California has banned. Californians are banned from singing or chanting during religious services. This is a conundrum that Christian pastors are going to have to resolve on their own as to how much they give in to the government. How much they're going to give to the government. they, as Christians, you're called by Romans 13. You are called to follow the law. You're supposed to follow the law, but also in that same aspect, you only are supposed to follow the law if the law is also, as a Christian, respecting your religious views also, and they are not telling you to not do something. In this particular case, they're telling these people, don't sing, don't chant. They are encroaching on the freedom of religion. When is it enough? And this is the problem. This is the problem, especially with lefties. You give them your hand, they want to take the whole arm. You give them a little bit now, a little bit is now, a little bit later, a little bit more, and a little bit more. Next thing is, no clapping in church. Next thing is no standing up, no doing this in church. Next thing is a whole bunch of scenarios that if you let these people, they're going to keep going. They're just going to keep going because that's the thing. They don't stop. So let's read a little bit here. Californians are banned from singing or chanting during religious services. California continues to battle a spike in coronavirus cases. The State Department of Public Health has banned people from singing or chanting in places of worship. California was praised for its successful early response, but the state has recently experienced record highs in new cases. On May 21st, the state started to follow churches to reopen with safety guidelines this week. It updated its guidelines to advise against singing. There is an increased likelihood of transmission from droplets contaminated with the coronavirus during singing and chanting in the department said. And this is the issue, right? This is the real legal issue. The state recommends you things to do. How can the state come down and force you? And this actually, believe it or not, has changed my view on the anti-vaxxer movement, right? I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but right now I support their right to not vaccinate their children. Why do I say that? I vaccinate my children. So if vaccines work, I shouldn't have nothing to worry about if a kid that's not vaccinated comes into in contact with my child, right? Because vaccines work. So what is the problem? I don't understand, right? Same thing here. I believe that if people take the right precautions, right? If you believe that mask is gonna stop the propagation of the disease, right? Then just wear your mask, right? Buy whatever you have to do and wear it because masks work. And I understand the other side of it, which is, okay, but you're so they're telling people to put masks and to do social distancing because that helps, yet they still want to ban some activities, even if they do those things. So, I mean, I don't understand that part, right? And at the end of the day, let the citizen decide. You think a lot of these people don't know what are the risks involved in whether they go out or stay in, whatever is it that they do? They know the risk, and some of them are taking the risk, and some of them are plainly saying, listen, I'm going to be here until God wants me to be here. The day that I'm out of this world, which we're all going, by the way, if you didn't know that, the day that we're out of this world is the day that we get out of the world. That's it, plain and simple. You're not going to be able to add one more day, one more hour, one more second until God decides that you're out of this world. So a lot of people believe this. They're going to take their precautions, but they don't want the state to tell them to wear masks. I mean, it should not be mandatory. If you're that scared to stay in, what you should do, you should stay inside and not go out. To be honest, I believe that you should stay inside and not go out. It's insane. The number to call is, what's the number, man? You guys are scared to call. 646-470-1077. Call me up, ask me anything. Don't be scared, man. I'm just a normal person. Don't be scared to call. It's gonna be private. You don't have to say your name. I'm just gonna say your area code, the area code you're calling from. I know Ruben called me last week. I want to know who's around here. We have changed the time a little bit on the Valentine show. We're gonna do it now from 8 to about 8:50 around there. Hopefully one of you calls and is not scared to call. So we're going to do it around that time. Let me see. Let me make sure everything is ready to rock and to roll on the calling. Just give me 1 second. Let's do a test call, as a matter of fact. Can we do a test call? Of course we can. Because you guys are scared to call. Let me see. What we got here? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here you go. You guys, it's rocking and rolling. It's rocking and rolling. So whoever's ready to call me up, say hello to me, share the content. We're trying to make it grow, guys. Only with your help, we're gonna make this happen. This is how these things start. This is how these things start. Started little by little, and then we're gonna make it work. 70%. A jump. Let's put this back up here. 70%, there's a 70% rise in gun sales in the United States. And, well, not in gun sales. Let me clear that up. In background checks, the highest since the system was enacted back in 1998, 70%. Why? Why is that? Why? Do I even have to answer that? Do I even have to answer that? The anti-police rhetoric, the anti-police sentiments. You think policemen are gonna want to do their job? That's the first thing. Are policemen going to be able to respond? That's the second thing. And why would you want to leave your own safety up to somebody else? And that's the third thing. Buy yourself an AR-15 if you can. Buy yourself a gun, because you don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I was watching a video that a friend of mine sent me, and he was telling me a little bit about what's gonna happen if Donald Trump gets elected. I believe that he's gonna get reelected. What will happen if he gets reelected? I believe that the forces that don't want him to reelected, who knows what's gonna happen? Because all these protests that were going, they were just using the black plight to enact a political agenda. I believe that when he gets reelected in November, prepare. We don't know what's gonna happen. You should be prepared no matter what. You should be prepared with food. You should be prepared with everything, with supplies. Remember, toilet papers, very important. There are talks of the second wave of coronavirus. Not to scare anybody, but you should be prepared. Me, myself, we Dominicans, we eat a lot of rice, right? And I found this place where I'm able to buy rice, these 100-pound bags of rice for, guess how much, guys? $40. $40. So I bought myself, last time when the coronavirus started, I bought myself a 100-pound bag first. But this time, since I was there, I was like, you know what? Let me buy this. I don't know. I went and I bought myself 200-pound bags of rice. When I was coming up in the elevator, the guy told me, yo, you eat that much rice, man? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we eat rice, man. But I told him it was for like, who knows? It's probably going to last me more than 6 months, to be honest, because one bag lasts me for 6 months. So literally, I'll probably have rice in my home for like a year. But get everything going again. Make sure you have everything ready to rock and roll, because again, like November is coming, and we don't know what these people are going to do in November when they're mad, right? 646-470-1077 is the number to call for the people who are not scared. Only for those people, and nobody else can call me. Let me know how's everything going. Ask me any question you want. So 70% rise in, there's a 70% rise in gun background checks for guns. People need to protect themselves. I believe that everybody that can should do it. Go buy yourself a gun. Don't leave it up to the government, because you never know. Just look at how all these protests, what they showed, which was that government is not there 100% to help you out, right? Because it's crazy, right? If the people decide to rebel against the government, unless the government is literally willing to kill everybody, the government is going to have a tough time in their hands. The Chop or Chaz in Seattle is done. Chop Chaz Seattle is done. How did it come to an end? Oh, it's very easy. When it comes to your door, it's different. when the mayor of Seattle was saying, "Oh, there's gonna be the summer of love, and it's gonna be flowers and beautiful," they ended up killing, I don't know, like 2-3 people inside a 6-block zone of the communist utopia, of socialist utopia, where everything is nice and flowers and rainbows and beautiful things, and everybody's good and nothing's evil and everything. And then they end up killing these people. Sad. I saw the sad story of a father, a black father, on top of that his child was killed in Chaz, and BLM is not gonna come out in that, because that death serves no purpose whatsoever. On Fox News, man, it broke my heart, man, seeing that his father had to recognize his son, man, at the morgue. It's insanity, man. And so what happened was that, right, the protester went to the mayor's house, and when it reaches your door, it's different. Then she signs an executive order to undo Chaz and all that chop, whatever it's called, and send all these people back where they come from. Yo, what is going on? I'm like, who are these people, man? Like, and they're young people, you know, a lot of millennials, a lot of people who are, you know, down up with the revolution, down with the government, and they really can't. They're like, I don't even know how to explain these people. Geeks and people who are like really like lost in the world and trying to find meaning. They look like these type of people. They look kind of weird people, to be honest. And probably, frankly, they probably need some type of mental help or something like that, because these people do not look like normal. Like they seem like they're bothered by something. I don't know what, but the mayor sends that executive order and crushes that stupid Chaz zone, and gets back Seattle to the people, right? As a matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me go back on here, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna end it with this. I'm gonna go on Facebook. Let me see if I can find the video. By the way, follow me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. I'm a little bit more active. I started to be a little bit more active now on Instagram. Let me see if my Facebook page doesn't want to open up. All right. Go to my Facebook page, Valentine Ferreras. You go, that's my profile. The page is The Valentine Show. Look at this guy right here. Let me see if I find it. Where this black guy is, no, I'm not gonna find it. I remember, because I think there was some cursing in it. And let me tell you the story. The story is that there's a black guy that he's tired. He goes up to Chaz and he starts just overturning table. He's like, "Yo, I want my city back. You guys are not even from here, so stop that." And it's true. Like there's people that live in the area. There's people that work in the area. People want their heart and the money that they've invested in those businesses. People want it back. People want their city back. People want to stop all the stupidity. People are suffering enough already from this coronavirus, and you're gonna add things that are literally controllable by human beings, some social unrest that literally doesn't need to happen now, and you want to make it happen now. Let me see what else we have here. The ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, a nonprofit lefty organization, tweets. As a matter of fact, let's go find the tweet. We're on here. We're on Twitter, right? Follow me on Twitter. I'm there. The ACLU tweets this. Hold yourself, because you're gonna be amazed at what the ACLU tweeted. Here we go. Let's find it. Let me see. There you go. This is insanity, man. When we say abortion access for all, we mean everyone who can get pregnant, not just women. Not just women. Not just women. When we say abortion access, it's for all, not just women. Look at this, guys. This is insanity to its full. What is? And it's funny. What's more funny about this is that these progressive policies is really throwing the Democratic Party into the abyss of the unknown. They are becoming irrelevant to the American people. because this is not the policies that the American people want. When you're calling abortions not just for women, but for everybody that could have, who else could have an abortion if it's not only a woman? You are literally losing voters by the mile. And the only people that you're going to have voting for you is going to be those people in chats. Guys, I want to thank the people so much. Even though none of you called, we still had a great show. Thank you so much for the people that, some of you guys passed by, but we're scared to call. I'm a scary dude, man. I want to thank the people that made it. Thank you so much. Every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to see what is the best time. I know maybe people are coming from work at this time. We're gonna be adjusting the time, see which is the best time, and we're gonna be adjusting the time. So thank you so much for following me. Remember to like, remember to comment, follow me. I'm everywhere. God bless, Godspeed, me, Valentine. I am out. Follow me. Remember to like, remember to comment, follow me. I'm everywhere. God bless, Godspeed, me, Valentine. I am out.